millennials have this intense pressure to get this optimal job, which has three main categories: something that reflects well on their parents, that will impress their peers, and that is work that they're passionate about. Which obviously is a very
it's got to be
esoteric
the best thing ever
concept, and it's very hard to grasp and actually find something because who knows what they're passionate about. And we all feel like we have to find that immediately after college, otherwise we failed. And she was talking about people who were in the previous generation who would just like go work on a dude ranch for a while after college, or go babysit and just like make minimum wage because they felt that I've got the credential. Eventually, the cool job is going to come around, but for now, I'm just doing this thing. And I don't know if that's how people actually felt back then, but I certainly never felt like that.
No, I've never felt like that.
I got to have the fulfilling, high-paying thing right now, because if I don't, I'm going to go into an interview someday and they're going to look at my resume and they're going to be like, what are all these crappy jobs doing on here? Are you a job hopper?
I feel like we're trying to fast forward through all the parts that we're not proud of.
Yeah.
The parts that don't work for our brand, we just think we want to skip over them, because I should be able to spend all of my life in that final end state where I've reached perfection at everything, and then I just kind of like enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done now. I retire from having to worry because I'm perfect at everything in my 20s, and it will stay like that forever. Whereas, like, why do you think you're going to reach your end state of being good at whatever you're doing and mastery in everything? Da Vinci was painting until he died and still wasn't finished, and would still have improved if he had another 40 years to learn. Mm-hmm. We're like, I'm going to be an expert right this second. Stay that way forever.
I mean, it's no secret that I am a fan of Gary Vee for the most part. There are some criticisms I could level at him, but one of the things I really like is when someone will ask him, like, is it too late for me to become an entrepreneur or start my own business or try something out? And regardless of how old the person is, like, I think he's been asked this by like a 55-year-old person, and he's just like, "You're so young. You're so young. You have time. Are you
literally on your deathbed?" Mm-hmm. Like,
and I remember like he was asked by a college kid. There's like a little clip of this college kid being like, I feel like I had to take an extra year. I was in 5 years. Now I'm like 22. Am I too late to start a business? And he's like, You could just screw around for 8 years. You could waste your 20s, and then you could wake up in your 30s with nothing, and you still have like 40 years before you're 70.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. You have time.
Yeah, and that's like, what, double your college,
Yeah. And
you could waste.
And like, I say this at the risk of somebody taking it as an excuse to like just totally slack off, which is not my intention
time's
here.
faster than you think. I wouldn't procrastinate your life.
I think like everything we're aiming for here is like balance, right? Not an excuse to just do nothing.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah, as all things should be. Yeah, be like Thanos, but without the edginess and the lack of realization that an infinity gem could just create more food.